It's a huge move for his value, Andrew, because when you consider Brady's numbers last year, 16.5 fantasy points, not great. He finishes the QB 12. Now he goes to Tampa Bay, where he's got those two studs. He's also got some other weapons there in Tampa Bay as well. O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate, Ronald Jones, and maybe they draft a running back and a wide receiver. We'll see what happens. So Brady goes from a player that maybe wasn't going to be drafted in some leagues to potentially a top 10 or 12 quarterback. As for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I still see them both being elite fantasy wide receivers. Godwin will go ahead of Evans. Of course, there's this rumor going around that Antonio Brown and Tom Brady are sort of linked. I don't know what's going to happen there, but for right now, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, they don't lose value. They don't gain value. They're still elite players at that position.
One thing I've learned, and it's been reinforced the last week, I don't listen to rumors anymore. All right.
No kidding.
What about Phillip Rivers in Indianapolis? T.Y. Hilton had trouble staying healthy the second half of the season. Paris Campbell's still kind of, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I like this move from a fantasy perspective because Rivers, I get it, he's coming off a bad year, but he's also got a really good offensive line in front of him in Indianapolis, Andrew, and that's going to help him because we all know Rivers ain't the most mobile dude in the National Football League, and he's got good weapons in there. You mentioned T.Y. Hilton, Jack Doyle in the mix as well, Marlon Mack, Paris Campbell. Maybe they add a wide receiver in the draft. We'll see what happens there. But Rivers, he's not going to be a QB1. He's certainly a QB2 draftable in the late rounds and potentially a nice matchup-based starter in DFS.
We have time real quick for Bridgewater?
Yeah, let's talk a little Bridgewater. So obviously his value goes up because he goes from a backup to a starter, right? But he only averaged 15 fantasy points per game in the 6 games last year where he led the Saints in pass attempts. So not great numbers. At a deep position and one that's going to get deeper through the draft, I figure Bridgewater probably draftable in the late rounds in deeper leagues. Otherwise, he's going to be waiver wire fodder in most fantasy leagues.
All right.